Marvin is the winner. Marvin is the winner. Marvin is the winner.
Celebration.
Marvin is the winner. Marvin is the winner. Marvin is the winner. Marvin is the winner. That was a cute little.
Yeah.
Too Hot to Handle, Melinda and Marvin. I'm so in love with this show. This was an absolutely spectacular season, guys, and we're gonna get into it. Hey guys, it's Marvin. Hope you guys are doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button. Daily and consistent content, merch, TikTok, and let's get straight into this video. I just feel like this cast was actually very good. So many good Brits were casted into this show as well, and one question that keeps coming onto my mind is why couldn't Love Island just do that? Why couldn't Love Island just cast these particular Brits or similar people like this onto the show? Put Tabitha into the show right now, put Emily, put Cam, like put these people in. You even had that stripper guy who is from the UK. You could have put people like this in Love Island, but nowhere to be seen. Instead we get people that are called Chugs and somebody called Hugo. I just feel like this show was spectacular. I didn't like the first season of Too Hot to Handle. I didn't like the first part of this season of Too Hot to Handle, but I became invested, especially with the Marvin and Melinda storyline, and I think that is what really, brought this about. I'm happy that Marvin won the show. I feel like he definitely deserved it. However, I do honestly feel like Melinda deserves that role. I don't think Marvin did. Yes, they're both winners, but if we're going to be real about it, Melinda was the one that was the only one that was carrying the show on her back for the first half of the season. So I feel like because of that, she was really the glue to the show and really was the reason why so many people were engaged in the show in the beginning especially. So I feel like, and because of that, sorry, I do want her to win the show. And I feel like, yes, Marvin won, and yes, he changed a lot, but I feel like she struggled a lot with going back and forth with him. Then we have Carly, and I know her name. Of course, she went through a struggle, but the fact that nobody voted for her was hilarious. And Cam coming second, I just feel like was absolute BS. I feel like he didn't deserve to be in the top 3 at all, because he hasn't changed as a man, because the day before he was having doubts about Emily. Nelly got in the shower with the girl and entertained that conversation for quite a long time, but suddenly he's now commitment Cam. It doesn't make any sense. His name is Calling Cam because the streets are calling him, and that is where he's going to be ending up. As soon as he departs from wherever he is with Emily, these two are not going to last for each other because Emily is more into him than he is into her. He clearly struggled a lot in the last couple of days. I don't expect him to be there anyways. Then we have that girl, I forgot what her name is, but she's from South Africa. I feel like she was amazing. Her and Tabitha came in to do what they needed to do. And it's like, why is it so hard for people to do that? They read their assignments, and I just thoroughly loved everything that they were doing on the show, and I just enjoyed it. I don't know, I feel like it was just, even the workshops this season, they opened up, talked about the divorces and drama. Carly and that guy spoke as well. That guy really irritates me, wearing blue and green contact lenses. I don't know what you're doing. Relax. It's 2021 now, calm down. But all of them sitting there, doing these workshops, getting emotional, talking about their issues. Some of it was a little bit cringe, but some of it I think was very useful. I think that Tabitha was hilarious with her kind of like, I'm over this attitude, because you have the Americans sitting there doing the workshop and she's like, I'm over it, this is cringe. I'm here for fun, bro. I'm just here for fun, relax. So that in itself was absolutely hilarious to me as well. But I'm very glad that Melinda and Marvin, obviously, just their relationship, that they were the focal point of the show. So one of them deserved to win, which I'm glad has happened. But, talking about when he was calling her his queen, and, they were obviously in bed together and they passed certain tests, and it was just their union and their growth. I just feel like they seemed to show such genuinity. Melinda was crying so much in the confessionals as well. I just feel like Melinda is somebody that, I've said this before my last video, and she shouted me out. So shout out to Melinda. If you're watching this, hello, how are you? Hope you're doing well today. She shouted me on her stories, and apparently she watches me every day. She was shocked that I was reviewing and talking about it. I just feel like she is somebody that a lot of reality TV shows need. And she is coming in with confidence, coming in with, confidence in her confessionals especially. She knows how to, have that humor. She knows how to look at the cameras when she's like, what the F, and when something was going to happen. Like, she knows how to add this kind of humor. She knows what she's doing. Do you understand? And I just feel like you don't have a lot of these girls on these shows anymore. And I feel like Melinda was a fresh breath of air. She was the breakout star of Too Hot to Handle. For me, personally, she was the reason for why I was engaged and the reason for why I ended up finishing the show. So I feel like they need to cast more people like Melinda, 110% for sure. I feel like that's what you want. You want someone like that on Love Island. When they're coming down in the first episode, you want them to come down with that confidence of I am that bitch and what you're gonna do about it. And that's exactly what Melinda was doing for this show. Like, this is who I am. This is what, look at me. I'm gonna be dressed for the gods. I just, like, you're oozing with not just confidence, you're oozing with not just charisma, but you're oozing with 2 words: sex appeal. That's exactly what she was doing. She knew how to work the camera for the audience, and I feel like I'm genuinely being serious here. She was a very good casting for the show, probably one of the best that I've seen in a very long time when it comes to any kind of show. Also, aesthetically speaking, this cast is far more beautiful than people on Love Island. I know Love Island like to pride in diversity and whatever, but they're really not. So why don't you just go and do what you need to do and do what Hannah are doing and just come with a beautiful cast, because a lot of people are just punching on Love Island. It is what it is. I don't mean to be rude, but that's just what I genuinely feel like. I feel like, you know, Carly was able to get her opinions out for that guy. I feel like she treated her quite weird, but you know, her insecurities get in the mix of things, and things like that can happen. That girl from I forgot her name. I don't know what her name is, from South Africa, and she obviously was flirting with that guy from London and was just on him, and you know, was such a kind of forbidden fruit, let's just say. And I loved that kind of behavior that somebody was showing, that mischievousness. And Tabitha was like, do you want to get in the shower with me? Like, she was very confident, and you know, I want to try F this up, and if I don't care about how I'm perceived at all. I don't give a damn. I'm come to do what I need to do. Like, I just don't care. So I feel like that kind of behavior was so, like, you want to know what happens. You're just more engaged in reality TV show like this when you have so many different personalities together at the same time. And I feel like it was just a spectacular show, guys. I'm thoroughly impressed. I didn't like the first half. You know, I don't like the concept of the show, nor do I like how they release the episodes. I hate it when they release all of them at one time, because oftentimes I don't like to binge watch. I'd rather watch it once a week, stretch it out, make it a slow burner. I feel like that in itself is more useful for people, and you know, you'd be able to get in more drama, and people will be more entertained, and it'll be on the top 10 for Netflix for a very long time. I don't know why they don't do that. They do it for Love is Blind as well. They drop everything at once, do it once a week. I think Love is Blind is actually not once. No, that was once a week. So I don't know why they're not doing that for this show. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I just feel like maybe my critique could be more drama. I feel like the girls and the guys, they don't have much drama with each other. You know, that any beef they have is short-sighted. Nothing really goes anywhere. They get upset when somebody in Lana talks about it, and they get frustrated, but then that just ends and they're all friends again. And I just feel like it would be nice to see some kind of actually beef between proper castmates that are separate, not related to the couples, to find out what is going on between them. So it just adds more to the show. But I like the fact that, you know, the new people come on jet skis, they're, you know, sitting on the swings on the island, they're in the pool, whatever, they're by the fire. You know, I just feel like it was just aesthetically pleasing throughout. They did absolutely well. This was definitely better than the first season. I definitely feel like that, and hopefully, you know, these guys continue to do whatever they need to do. But Marvin, I think he was on Love Island France before that ended, because of COVID. But Marvin and Melinda were the breakout stars. Melinda was a breakout star for me. I'm sorry, Marvin was a very good looking man, and of course, you know, hopefully they stay together, see what happens. But it's very difficult when you live in different continents. That's a very strong con of the show. Everybody lives so far away that how does it work when you're outside the closed environment? Let me know what your thoughts are. Subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.